Hi there, it's John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. Of course, this show is all about commercial real estate, and I like to share tips, tools and ideas with everybody around the world. The audience is large, particularly regards sales, leasing and property management. Now, today's program is going to be focusing down into one question, particularly if you are a sales or leasing person. The question is this: are you a processor or a producer? It's a very big question, and it needs to be understood. And of course, you need to build your career around the correct answer for that for you. So I'm about to share my screen with you to take you through the question and the solution so that you can get more business around you in your activities in commercial real estate. So let's get on with the program. Don't forget, by the way, that the website for us is commercial-real-estate-training.com, and there will be a link in this program to a particular article that I want you to copy and read, which has a very good, strong affinity to this particular topic. Let's get on with the program. I'll share my screen with you now. So this is the map that I use with my coaching activities with people around the world. This particular question is this: are you, as an agent, a producer or a processor? Now, of course, you should be a producer, but many agents fall into the trap of becoming a processor. Now, I know that you need to do both things, I get that, but you do need to be more of a producer than a processor. There is an article here at the website that I want you to copy as well, and this is the article: Commercial Real Estate Brokers Break Down Your Tactics to Get Better Results. Now, I've got a number of categories here that I want you to focus on, so please check out that article, print it, and then think about what it says for you in your career. Let's go back to the article itself. Now, I've broken the question down into these 5 solutions. So number 1 is tracking every inquiry back to your source. As a producer, you should do that, because when you do, this happens. Every incoming inquiry, whether a buyer, tenant or an investor, holds a valuable insight. And we as agents have to gather the insights that are around us, the information that is around us. In fact, the best agents are always gathering information through conversation. They're talking about things, asking questions, finding the people that they can help. So understanding where that inquiry comes from allows you to do these things. Identifying which market channels are delivering the results. That is always changing. Today's market is definitely changing around the world, and you can be part of that change by watching those marketing channels. Justify future marketing budgets to clients with data. Data which shows where the target market is coming from, what they're looking for, what activates the target market. Now, when I'm pitching for a listing, I always talk about target markets deeply, and then I talk about how I'm going to tap into that target market with the client. It's not just generic fluff. It's very deep, very specific, and I encourage you to do the same. Going further, you can replicate the success of inquiry, of information, of what's working into your different property types and your listings. Also your precincts. So those 3 things there come from every inbound inquiry, incoming inquiry that can help you tap into what's happening. Let's go further. So again, agent or producer, processor, which are you? You can build a leverage database, a database of plenty of leverage and activity. So what does that do? A well-maintained database is your most valuable asset as an agent, definitely. So what it does is it allows you to build the foundation of your activity, which leads to these things: creating a segmented email campaign when you need to deliver listings to pre-qualified people, also reducing time to inquiry, to market, matching listings with known inquiry requirements. So the people that you know in your database, you can go to with specific listings because you've segmented your database. So important. And from that, you can build deeper relationships over time through consistent follow-up. Now, I've said this before in other programs, and I'll say it now. When you know someone and they are in your database, you should be talking to that person once every 90 days at least, because eventually they will need help with a property decision, disposal, acquisition, leasing, whatever. You can help them with that. Let's go further. Promote listings exclusively and intelligently. That's a really big word. Exclusively, of course. Open listings are a waste of time. I've said that in just about all of my programs. Open listings waste your time. You have no control whatsoever. So you have to be a very good agent to win listings exclusively, to have reasons for the client to use you exclusively. That's where when you pitch for the listing, you have to be so good at telling them about your target market, what you will do, how you will reach out to people, how you will build your momentum around your target market strategies, how you will give feedback. That's exclusivity. So what does that do? I'll close the other one there. This one here, exclusivity isn't just a preference. It's a performance strategy. It gives you control, of course. So exclusive listings allow you to do these things. Fully invest in the marketing campaign with confidence for a period of time. Showing commitment and accountability to the client. They can see then that you're doing the best that you can for the property in the market circumstances based on the marketing channels you are using and the target market you are chasing. And of course, you can control the inquiry and the negotiation process end to end. Big issue. So what's the tip? In today's slower market, listings should ideally be held for at least 4 or 5 months with a clearly defined method of sale or lease to suit market conditions and client objectives. Now, the client will have objectives that you need to understand. There'll be challenges there for them or objectives that you need to work towards. So get to know what they are and then build your campaign around it using exclusivity. Really simple. That's how you become a top agent. Let's go further. Monitor competing listings and market shifts. That's quite important because you can learn from what's happening out there with other people's listings. As a particular tip with this, when a listing goes on the market in a street, a precinct, a suburb, with another agent, canvass the other properties in the same street. It's that simple. Because that listing up the road allows you to have a reason to talk to other owners in the street. It's very easy to call someone up in the same street and say, Mr. Brown, I understand that you own a property in Mary Street. And that being said, it's quite a good investment property, no doubt, for you. That being said, there is another property in the street that has just been listed by another agent. I'm now contacting owners such as you in the nearby precinct or proximity who may have an interest in competing with that listing, because timing is everything when it comes to creating a sale, a change of portfolio, that sort of thing in this market. So, Mr. Brown, what do you think? So let's go back to this. Monitor competing listings and market shifts. Why? There's an opportunity in what other agents overlook. Some agents don't look deep enough or do enough with what they can do in the market. By actively monitoring competing listings, you can do all of these things. Identify underserviced properties and positioning errors. You can then, of course, list those other properties when they expire. Approach the owner when the agency agreement expires with better ideas and solutions. That's why I said become a target marketer. Most agents are not very good at that at all. They're too generic, and that doesn't work in this market. To be the best agent, you have to be very specific, very targeted. So spot emerging trends in inquiry, tenant movement, and buyer interest. So you get to know that when you're watching the competing listings in your location. You'll know what's hot and what's not, and you'll understand how you can work with that. Let's go further. So to systemize your processes to maximize output. Before I go into this topic, I'll say this. The best agents are highly systemized. It's a very good thing. Systemization means that you can keep on track, do the same things over and over again. You can tune what you're doing. Then you can find leads and opportunities within that to work with. It's that simple. So let's open this up to systemization. If you're an agent that struggles in your market now, systemization is the only way to go. Let's look at it. Producers don't rely on luck. They rely on systems, their systems. They're doing certain things every day because they know those things actually work. So what are they? Know exactly what you'll do in your market to move deals forward, what you'll do. Use scripts, templates and workflows to scale your output. And prioritise face-to-face contact, calls, inspections that create real results. That's what systemization is all about. If you're struggling in the market now, you're not systemized enough, and then probably you are more of a processor than a producer. Now, I did say to you that you won't get away from either of these issues, but you have to be one more than the other. And the more that you can be a producer than a processor, the better your market share will be and your transaction opportunities and commissions over time. So I'd like you to think about those things. Think about that, and let's go to a conclusion here for you. So what is the conclusion? Are you a producer or a processor? Perhaps you could be 60% producer, 40% processor. That's a good ratio. Let's have a look at it. The conclusion is this. Regardless of market cycles, producers build sustainable careers. They don't come and wait for business to come to them. They create it. They shape the market through their actions, conversations, and consistency. That last sentence is so important. They shape the market through their actions, conversations, and consistency. Now, that's what I would always recommend agents think about. What can you do today to do those things? More of them. In commercial real estate, the agents who win long-term are those who are seen, heard, and trusted. The only way you'll get there is to talk to people. That visibility comes from proactive engagement, not passive processing. So true. So ask yourself, now that I've taken you through all of these things, ask yourself this. Are you truly producing the business for yourself or just processing what comes to you? The answer makes all the difference. Don't process, produce. So those are very big points in the property market today and with what you're doing. Don't forget to check out the article, which I've got here for you, and there it is. Please print that off. The website for us is commercial-realestate-training.com. Search down that article, print it off and use it. Now, there is another item here that I'm going to put into my online resources for my friends in the email system. It is this. I've created a checklist here, producer or processor. The checklist allows you to understand whether you're doing the right things each day. So if you're in the email system online, you'll get this particular checklist to help you understand what you're doing, what you're not doing, and how you can improve. So let's go back to the chart. Whilst you're here today, make sure you go through this a couple of times and ask yourself the questions about what you're doing and how you can change and improve. Given that I've been in the property market a very long time, I understand the importance of this. I'd like you to do the same so that you're getting results faster, more directly with the properties that you want and the clients that you want. So this is John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Thanks for listening to the program. I'll catch you again very soon. See you at the website, commercial-realestate-training.com. Catch you there.